here too. Hope you're all well. Thanks for sending your work in to the email account. It's lovely to see it. Always good to see it. I was having a look at our home learning grid and I fancied taking on one of the challenges there myself, and I was really interested by the maths one that asked us to collect some information from our friends and family about their favourite artist. Of course, our topic at the moment is Picture This, all about art, and I thought, oh, what a good idea. So I've been busy collecting some information from my friends and family about their favourite artists. I'd like you to have a little go at this with me, so I'm just going to pause for a moment. You can get some paper and a pencil, and I'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back. Hope you've got everything you need. Now, as I say, I've been busy asking quite a lot of my friends and family who their favourite artist is, and I've given them a choice, and we'll see what they said in a moment. But I've got to think, how do I collect that information? How am I going to do it? I could just write down the name of the person I'm asking and then write their favourite artist next to them when they say. So I could do that, but I'm a little bit concerned that that's a lot of writing out, and all I'll get really is a big long list of people's names and then another list of artist names. Can you think of a better way that maybe I could collect my data and show it? Well, I've had a little think myself, and I was wondering if I could maybe collect my data and show it at first in a tally chart. They're a little bit easier to read, and all I have to do is a line. I'm just going to show you now and remind you what a tally chart looks like.
Okay, a tally is made up of lines. So we're just going to draw one person would be one line, two would be two lines, three would be three lines, 4 would be 4 lines, but when we get to 5 we don't draw another straight line. We over here we do a diagonal line, making a sort of gate shape, and that means it's 5. And then if we want to count on some more, we start another tally over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and when we get to 5 again, we do our diagonal line across, closing that gate, and we've made another 5. And it just helps us to be able to read the information really clearly. We can see that it's a 5 and another 5. So it's 5 and 10, and then you would carry on with your tally again. So we've got 5, 10, 11, 12, and we can see that really clearly and count in our 5s.
Right, hi. Now we've reminded ourselves what a tally chart looks like, we can collect our data. I'm going to do it, and I hope you're going to do it alongside me. So I'm just going to show you now what my friends and family have said about who their favourite artist is. I have given them a choice. You might want to write these choices down. I have given them a choice of Jackson Pollock, Monet, Picasso, Kandinsky and Dali. Okay, and I'll just show those now and then I'll show the videos.
Mrs. Haynes, my vote is for Pablo Picasso.
My vote goes to Pablo Picasso.
For me, it's Dali.
For me, it would be Monet.
Mrs. Haynes, my vote is Monet.
Jackson Pollock for me, Mrs. Haynes.
Hi, Mrs. Haynes. My vote is for Claude Monet.
Hello, Mrs. Haynes. My vote is for Monet.
My vote is for Jackson Pollock, please, Mrs. Haynes.
Hi, Mrs. Haynes. My vote is for Salvador Dali.
Mr. Haynes, who's your favourite artist?
My favourite artist is Monet.
Okay, you see I've created my tally chart. I've added my own vote, which is for Kandinsky, so you might want to do that as well. So yours should look like this. Let's have a little check. We've got 2 people who said Jackson Pollock was their favourite. We've got 5. You can see the little gate. Make sure you don't think it's 4. It's 5 for Monet, 2 for Picasso, 1 for Kandinsky, and 2 for Dali. So now I've collected my information, and I've collected it in a tally chart, which made it much easier to collect all that information. I now want to have a go at creating it in a pictogram. So I've got my pictogram here. It looks very similar to my tally chart, but this time I'm going to represent the people using some pictures, and the picture I've chosen is a paint splat, just like an artist. And you can see I've got my key here that says one splat is the same as one person. Okay, so we'll look. We've got Jackson Pollock had 2 votes. So we can move 1 splat, 2 splats. Nice and clear. We've got Monet. Don't forget, it's that gate shape that represents 5 people. So we need 5 splats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 splat is the same as 1 person. Picasso with his 2 votes. 1, 2. Kandinsky, poor old Kandinsky only with 1. And Salvador Dali with the 2 votes. 2 people said he was their favourite, so 2 splats.
Right, I'm really pleased with my pictogram showing the choices that my friends and family have, and I can see lots of information there. And now we're just going to look at some questions together and see whether we can just understand what the question is asking, and then whether we can answer them using the information in our pictogram. Okay, so we're going to look at that now.
Okay, so I've got my pictogram in front of me, showing all my information nice and clearly, and we're going to have a go at some questions. So we're going to have a my turn first. So I'm looking at the first question. Who is the most popular artist? Now, I know that popular means that you really like something or someone. That's what popular means. It means that it's well liked. So we'll just have a little look at some words we could highlight here. So we know that popular is well liked, and I'm highlighting that word most. The most popular. So which artist did people like the most? So I can go over to my pictogram and I can see very clearly that the artist with the most splats is Monet. So the most popular artist is Monet, because 5 people said he was their favourite. Okay, so let's have a your turn. Who is the least popular artist? I'm going to highlight the word least because I want you to have a little think. So you can pause the video if you like and have a little think. Okay, we can see again very clearly from our pictogram that Kandinsky is the least popular artist because only 1 person voted for him, and that was me. Okay, so let's have another my turn question. What is the difference between Monet and Picasso? Now, these are always really tricky questions, and you can think lots of differences between Monet and Picasso. One was French, one was Spanish. But that's not what we're thinking. We're thinking in terms of our information, our chart. And so if we have a look at Monet, we can see that he had 5 votes and Picasso only had 2. Now at the beginning, they're both the same. 1 person and 1 person. As we move along, we can see, yeah, a second person said Monet and a second person said they like Picasso too. Now, 3 more people went on to say they liked Monet the best, but no more people went on to say they liked Picasso the best. So that's the difference. Up to a point, they are the same. And I'm just going to draw a line here to show up to that green line, they are the same. The same amount of people liked them. But you can see there is a difference after the line, and that difference is 3. So what is the difference between Monet and Picasso? 3 people. Okay, so let's have your turn. So what is the difference between Monet and Kandinsky. So you can have a little go there. Okay, again, got Picasso in the way, but we can see Monet with his 5 votes and Kandinsky only has 1. So up to a point again, they are the same. And then there are more people who like Monet. Okay, so if we draw a line again, we can see the bits where they're the same. So one person, and then anything after that line is the difference. And we can see that 4 more people like Monet. So what's the difference between them? 4.
I was so happy with the results of my tally chart and pictogram that I thought I'd ask even more people about who their favourite artist with. And I'm going to show you my new tally chart now. I'm a little bit worried that I've asked too many people and I've got a bit too much information here, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so as you can see, I've got a lot more information in my tally chart now. So we're going to have a look first. So you can see I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 people who said Pollock was their favourite. We've got 5, 10, 11 people who said Monet. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people who said Picasso. And we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 people who said Kandinsky and 7 people who said Dali. Now, we're going to have a go at doing a pictogram now, but I'm a little bit concerned about my splats fitting in. So if we have a look at my key at the bottom of my pictogram, it now says that 1 splat is the same as 2 people. So if we see 1 splat, we've got to remember that it is for 2 people, not 1 person, 2 people. Always important to have your key there so you can tell which information you're looking at. Okay, so if we have a look at Pollock, we saw that 8 people, so we can use our splats and we'll have to count in 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we've got to be careful. We've got 4 splats, but we know from looking at the key that each splat has a value of 2 people. It represents 2 people. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 people said Jackson Pollock was their favourite. So let's look at Monet, and we counted in our tally 11 people. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. But if I use another splat, that will mean 12 people. But I know it's only 11 people who said Monet. So what could I do? Well, if 1 whole splat means 2 people, then maybe half a splat could be the same as saying 1 person. What do you think? And luckily, I've got that here. So you can see I've updated my key. Half a splat is going to be the same as 1 person. So we can pop a half a splat up there. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And we can still see our information nice and clearly. Okay, so for Picasso, we had 9 people. 2, 4, 6, 8. But if I try and plop another splat in, I'm going to have 10 when I only need 9. So I will need to put one of those half splats up. So I have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people. Okay, for Kandinsky, we've got 8 again, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8 people. And for Dali, we have 7, So we can put 2, 4, 6, and we need that 1 to make 7. And there you can see we have our chart, our pictogram completed.
Okay, year 2. We've gone through our tally charts, we've looked at our pictograms, and we have seen how we can use the key to change the number of people that the picture represents. And we've looked at some questions that we could ask about our data. So now I'm going to give you a few challenges and hope that you will take them on board and have a go at this yourself. I'd love to see your work through the email address, so please send me them and we'll have a good look at those. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Okay, one chilly challenge is for using the information from this video to create your own tally chart and pictogram. Don't forget you can choose whatever picture you want. You don't have to use the splat like I did. Be creative. 2 chilly, you can connect with friends and families and collect your own data. Could be about anything. Doesn't have to be the artist I chose. Could be anything you want, although it would be nice if it was art related. And create your own tally chart and pictogram. And for the 3 chilly challenge, see if you can come up with some questions that you could ask about your information. Try and get those words in: most, least, popular and different. Can't wait to see what you've done. Off you go. Bye.